Welcome to Ego NetCast. I am Martin Lindeskog. This is episode 73. Been taking a small break again and been pondering about the future of my podcast and podcast in general, and also specific projects regarding podcasting. And I've been thinking of a fable, The Little Red Hen. Have you heard about that one? The Little Red Hen. The hen that is doing all the work regarding putting things in the ground and harvesting, baking bread, and then it's ready to eat it. Then all other animals are coming and wanted to have their share. But I saw an Instagram photo image by Jane Friedman. It's an author and writer, and also having a great podcast and site. And she had that called Little Red Capitalist Hen. And there the hen is saying, now she's written the book, but could somebody help me with the website, the legal things, marketing, etc. And as you know, I'm for the trader principle. I have been talking about that in the past as a segment of this show by Miss Rand, how you trade things on a free market. So I'm all for it, to pay for services in order to market and sell your book and be found when you're searching on the net, and all kind of things related to the sales of a book. And I will do a shout out here to my webmaker Kai Lundén of ComArt and comart.se, and he's working on his site there. And he has been helping me lots of thinking regarding the WordPress and SEO and the content, copywriting, etc. So I have had several individuals involved in my different projects when it comes to podcasting, like Jingle, for example, Jim Jonsson of JTunes Productions, and also with co-host when you're doing a podcast. It's a great value to do it with other individuals. And also hosting, like Libsyn, and editing, like Alitu, and also Auphonic, and then having the hosting for your website, Squarespace, for example, or WordPress, and the hosting FS Data in Sweden. And everything is adding up. And as I said, as the fable here in the cartoon, I'm all for paying for it, but as I said, it's adding up. So how could solve that? Yeah, of course, you could, content you create, you could add value and create product and services that potential clients and customers want to pay for. And when I said this about social media, new media, it's not rocket science. You can do it by yourself, but I have long experience of it. I have learned from my mistakes. I have had success in different ways, and I know a thing or two about this area. So when I did a calculation here regarding podcasting fees, costs, subscriptions, Libsyn, I have this Ego NetCast, it's $30. Then I get great value there with lots of space, and also an app, my own app, standalone app, podcast app. Squarespace is around 20 also, where I could have also some kind of web shop. And Ringr, that I'm using when we have long distance calls, it's around $20 also. Alitu is £20 or euros. Auphonic is 2 hours free per month, but sometimes I have to add extra credits there. And Soundcloud, I use it mainly as a destination, an extra destination. I don't have it as an hosting, but that's 10 euros there too. And then also I am then app developer as with standalone apps. When if divide it on a year, it's around $100 for a year, so say $10 approximately. So it's more than $100 per month. Then I have I'm involved in about 10 different podcasts, and I have like 4 others as my own, and also co-hosting on Libsyn, so there is additional $28 or something like that. So I've been thinking about that, how you could barter, how you could trade, and also how you cover your costs. Because if you're doing this, you have to invest also. So when I was thinking about this, I was listening to Craig Hewitt of Castos, or this WordPress plugin for podcasting. And he was interviewed by Joe Casabona of How I Build It podcast. And it was a fascinating interview there. And then I shared the thing on Twitter and got an offer there for testing out their service, the hosting and the plugin. So I will do that in the near future because I want to test this and evaluate it so I could recommend it to others and see what kind of alternatives out there. I will continue to use Libsyn for Ego NetCast because I think it's a great service, and also that's my first recommendation for my clients to use that because it's very handy and simple to use and stable. We're doing it their thing in a good way, and also how they are for the podcast movement, and very sociable and easy to talk to and so on. Other things that could be a cost is, for example, Haiku deck that I mentioned in the past, and now it's bought by some kind of book company in a way, and I didn't got any response from the former CEO and owner there, so I don't know how we'll do with that. I like the service, but it costs like around $20 also per month. I'm thinking of this Beautiful.ai that have been reviewed on Small Business Trends, to look into that. And then I want to utilize more Ulysses. That's a service that I pay about $5 for. And there I could use for my writing, on my book writing, for T-book sketches, but also using it for notes, to-dos, brainstorming, different projects, etc. So with that, using this service and pay it on a subscription base, they could develop their service also. So I'm all for it. But as I said again, it's adding up. Audible, that I will recommend here on a podcast, and also do affiliate message, is also a cost, but it's giving me lots of value as personal development, reading, listening to books. And talking about that, I want to recommend then as this book tip for today is Jane Friedman's book, The Business of Being a Writer. It's recently published also as an audiobook on Audible. So I will include that link then, and also to Amazon if you wanted to buy it there also. So why Audible? They have content includes more than 200,000 audio programs from the leading audiobook publishers, broadcasters, entertainers, magazine and newspaper publishers, and also business information providers. And now they also have this audio show, you could say, similar to a podcast. So it's a great service, Audible. So I will go to audibletrial.com/ego netcast in order to get 30-day free service and 1 credit there, and testing 1 book by Audible. So audibletrial.com/ego netcast. So with that, I want to tell you that next episode I will talk about how you could support my work and podcasting and give me patronage. So I will talk about the new service that I have found and also talk about some other services that I've used in the past. So with that, I say cheerio and talk to you soon again.